What up, fam? Little Vibe here at Web3 Studios. And if you've been tapping in with us, you know this is Soliloquies, an OKC story. And if you haven't tapped in yet, no worries. Check out the link in the bio or description, wherever this is at. Check out the previous videos, because on this one, we on track 9, South. So we getting toward the end of the album. It's probably one of my favorite tracks, at least from a technical perspective. And, what I felt I was able to accomplish on this one, along with the homies Axel and on the production and RJC Productions on the vocal mix. And this, name South, I feel like I was able to technically hit like a lot of that, just this heavy rock, punk rock type rap, South vibes coming out now, R&P, XXXTentacion, and a lot of people that's in that lane. I was able to do my version of it, my version of South and the music I came up on and shit. So special to me too, because track 9, being my hermit year, we're coming to the end of it. Man, what a journey it's been. And I started recording these this morning. So you see it's dark outside. I got the lights on and shit. So yeah, this is perfect for this, because this is the track 9, which is the Hermit card tarot deck. So as we've been doing, okay, let's go ahead and start this one off by looking at the major arcana tarot trumps for this track 9, which corresponds to the Hermit. Okay, and once again, we're looking at the Tarot de Marseille, the Rider-Waite tarot deck, Kim Crane's Wild Unknown tarot, and Aleister Crowley, Frida Harris, Thoth tarot deck. Okay, once again, these are references to the ordering and the sequences of my newest album, OKC, with Axel. So for track 9, number 9, we have the Hermit. Okay, so as you can see here, bow in the Marseille tarot deck, have an older man, and as we referred to also in track 6, you remember the Hermit oversees the wedding of the lovers. So here he is, all of his glory. He has a lantern and a staff. He's walking in the evening. Let's keep going. I think I'll get into something else I want to get into in that, but if not, I'll jump into that outside of the book. Bow, Rider-Waite imagery here. Hermit, okay, he's carrying the star as well. All right, or the sun, light of the sun, star, golden rod. Okay, bow. And then that's a Rider-Waite version. Let's look at the Crowley version. Bow. Another Hermit. Okay, so once again, like a futuristic Hermit. You've got a Cerberus down there, 3-headed dog from Hades or Hell, Orphic Egg, Spermatozoa, and a light. Okay, so once again, it's that Hermit. And the Kim Crane's deck, actually one of my favorite animals. I love what she did with this. The Hermit, wow. Beautiful turtle with a lantern on his shell. So that's awesome. Love that. All right, so let's jump into, spread these guys out here. Let's jump into South. So once again, South, something else we notice here is like, it's like ascending a peak. Like the Hermit's like ascending a mountain peak, walking to a peak, it seems, or walking upwards, raising the staff upwards, walking upwards, looking down. It's like completion of a journey, mastery. Okay, so let's get into this. So once again, for this particular book and interpretation, I like to use Gary Ziegler's Tarot Mirror of the Soul, handbook for the Bow, Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot, and of course the descriptions. It goes with all the cards, really. I just like this one because it ties in some of the astrological correspondences and things as well. So as you discussed, it's got keywords in here. It's got keywords in description, and it's got suggestions and meditations, different things in there. All right, let's get into this. The Hermit, keywords, Virgo. Once again, remember my sun is Virgo. So Virgo, finding one's own light, going inward, completion, harvest, resting in one's own center, wise guide. Now, if you remember from the first video we've done of this, part 1, so part 1 and part 2, they're both kind of the same or similar in a sense. Anyway, I was discussing how, this is my 9 year, my Hermit year, and so completion, harvest, resting in one's own center, and finding one's own light and being a wise guide. Okay, so let's dive into this. The Hermit has set out in search of internal fulfillment and has found the light within. He is so fulfilled by the wealth of the inner realm that the external world appears colorless and unimportant. When you repose in yourself, you have come home. There is no reason to chase after the deceptive light of that which is external and transitory. However, the journey inward also has its difficult and troublesome aspects You need courage and trust in yourself. So the journey inward, the dark night of the soul, as we've been discussing, through the middle passage, right? So you need the light. You need the light of the star, okay, of the inspiration, art, and those things. You need courage and trust in yourself in order to embark on this journey, for before you reach the software light, you are led through the apparently danger-filled realms of your own shadow. These are represented on the card by the poisonous snake and the three-headed hellhound Cerberus. Two of Cerberus's head look forward, one looks back. His attention is directly parted toward the past in order to make sure all important details have been brought to completion. All unfinished business must be attended to before the available energies can be applied to the new. The integration of the animal in us is also a prerequisite to the emergence of a whole total being. Okay, so wrapping things up before you are able to move forward. Okay, all important things being brought to completion. So this is all making this album, these podcasts, wrapping everything up. This is completing this particular cycle. That we're in right now. So it's just interesting how, all the synchronicities tie together. And then, we have here, his attention is directly parted toward the past in order to make sure all important details have been brought to completion. If you remember in 6, in the Lovers, right, he's overseeing the wedding. I have a line in Gaslit that, spitting from my soul, all of these writings from these flashbacks got me seeing double vision going forward and back, right? So, there's two of the heads there. The transforming light of inner clarity fills bit by bit all levels of his being. The sheaves ripen, the fruits of his surrender to the internal self become visible. The grain can be harvested and shared with others. Whoever has found the inner reality can share the experience of transformation with other seekers, which, is what we're doing here to the best of our ability. The hermit is not revered by others and is rarely understood. He is an individual who hears a different drummer, not satisfied with the superficialities of the masses. The hermit enters only into those relationships which offer a union of deeper levels. If this is not possible, the hermit prefers to remain alone. This card admonishes you to heed your inner wisdom and gather together with people who will be supportive on the shared path. The goal of this path is to find the inner voice and learn to listen to it. Discover your inner guide and become well acquainted with your inner healer. So indications on this one, once again, I've been talking about this year. I've been locked in, just working on this, building a business. So it's been a hermit year, locked in this, with my daughter. So, it says, accept your aloneness. Don't concern yourself with people who don't understand you, who would rather see you be a part of the herd. If you should meet a wise leader or teacher, join her or him. And relate to that this year as well. It's been locked in on this. So let's see. The affirmation, I like this one as well. I enjoy my aloneness. I can stop being alone whenever I wish. So beautiful affirmation. And goes perfectly with this track. So when I was making this track, actually, rest in power to my good friend, good family member who passed away. That's pretty much my uncle. Passed away when I was making this track. And so it's dedicated to him. And there's a line in there that we'll go along to. But essentially, this track in Hermitage, there's the riddle that Oedipus had about the Sphinx, right? And it was like, what's something Oedipus's riddle of the Sphinx? I don't want to butcher it. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But it's like, what's the creature that walks at 4 legs in the morning, and then, at 2 legs in the afternoon, and then 3 legs in the evening, right? And so the riddle is essentially man, because in the morning, as a man, he crawls as a baby on all 4 legs, all right? And then in the middle of the day, in the middle of his life, we're upright, 2 legs, right? Wow, strong, powerful. And as the hermit, 3 legs, the staff, the old man in the evening, right? So that's the riddle there of the Sphinx. And so hermit's like completion, reaching the summit, everything like that. And so in this track, I wanted to speak about mastery, aging, coming into old age, into mastery, dealing with that, dealing with the summit of power, the responsibilities of that, and how independent that can make you feel, how alone that can make you feel at times, until you find that inner light. So let's jump into this, fam. South. Yeah. Say we ain't come from the south. No. Hey. Say we ain't come from the south. No. Hey. Say we ain't come. Yeah. Hey. Say we ain't come from the south. In your house, fuck your couch. It's a pale, black as hell. Pay me now, wish me well. We ain't come South. In your house, fuck your couch. Take your pale, black as hell. Pay me now, wish me well. Yeah, we ain't done from the South. In your house, fuck your couch. Shut your mouth, fuck your clout. We ain't done, yeah, we ain't done from the South. In your house, fuck your couch. Shut your mouth, fuck your clout. We ain't done, yeah, fucking JPEGs and then. Alright. Had to turn up for that one. That's South shit. You don't know. We ain't done from the South. In your house, fuck your couch. Dave Chappelle, black as hell. Pay me now, wish me well. So we ain't done from the South. You know, it's talking about like, once again, like old mages, masters, who's like the final show of force. You know, it's like Dumbledore facing Voldemort, or Yoda facing Darth Sidious. You know, Merlin, right? Merlin the old. This is like the final show of force. You know, you ready to Jiraiya Sensei, right? Facing Pain, the Perfect Sage and Naruto, right? It's like you are. This is it. This is the moment. You showing all your abilities, and you know, saying we ain't done from the South. In your house, like, you know, like an old man, like in your house, fuck your couch, Dave Chappelle, right? And Dave Chappelle, the Rick James skit, fuck your couch, you know, black as hell, like Dave Chappelle, right? And once again, Dave Chappelle, comedian, you know, fool, the jester, right? But in the highest sense of the word. But black as hell, pay me now, wish me well, right? Yeah, you know, so we ain't done from the South, man. And of course, Andre 3000 had the famous thing, and the South got something to say, you know what I'm saying? At the, gosh, forget the awards, I don't know the source awards, don't quote me on it. But that's a famous quote out there by Andre 3000 from Outkast, you know, the South got something to say, and we do. And you see the South running shit now, so it is what it is. And I want to add a different element to the South and show how we do it in OKC and how I do, because, you know, I'm getting away. Usually the South is thought of like crunk, ratchet shit, not super intelligent. So I'm going to show it's a lot of different sides to it, but I mix all the shit. So yeah, this is an ode to the South, man, coming up. You know, country lifestyle, the sticks, you know, fuck with it. Yeah, we ain't done from the South. In your house, fuck your couch, shut your mouth, fuck your clout. We got music, blaring loud. Man, fucking JPEGs and then PNGs. I just saw some of my real OGs. I'm faded like it's DMT. I think I'm talking to ET. Somebody call that ENT. So fuck them JPEGs and then PNGs. I just saw some of my real OGs. You know, my uncle, rest in peace. I'm faded like it's DMT. I think I'm talking to ET. Right, so, you know, losing a family member and obviously self-medicate, get faded or whatever, you know, gets to a point where it's like his name is like, is this on DMT? It's a spirit molecule, which is said to be released when you die, and, you know, people see all sorts of very vivid visions off of it, right? And I think they're talking to like extraterrestrial intelligences, okay? So it's like I'm weaving all that in here onto Hermit, and he's got the star, right? So E.T., the star, the extraterrestrial, okay? Just a lot of stuff going in here, all right? I think I'm talking to E.T. And then I do a little fun rhyme scheme here with some words, so let's jump in. I'm faded like it's DMT. I think I'm talking to ET. Somebody call that ENT. We kill this like that DDT. I came up on that WWE and now I'm about that UFC. Yeah, fuck around and you gon' see. Yeah, ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the open waters, I've been swimming deep. I've been lurking hard. I've been. Yeah, man. So, yeah, fuck them JPEG and them PNGs. I just love one of my real OGs. I'm faded like it's DMT, I think I'm talking to ET. Somebody call that EMT. We killed this like that DDT. I came up on that WWE and now I'm about that UFC. Okay, so I want to do a fun rhyme scheme there. Talking about I used to watch at the time it was called WWF, World Wrestling Federation. When I was a kid, they got sued by the World Wildlife Foundation, so they changed it to WWE. Worldwide Wrestling Entertainment, some dumb shit. WWF was better. Anyway, so, you know, came up on that, you know, just, once again, the pop culture, so like, we came up watching grown men beat each other up in tights, you know, it's like, what do you expect? That's the shit that was on the TV. So, and now I'm about that UFC, you know, now UFC's blown up, and obviously, trained jiu-jitsu and mixed martial arts, right? So, now it's like it's showing the progression, right, from, you know, as a young man journeying up through the years, and, let me look at my notes here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, this is good, man. Let's keep going. Yeah, fuck around and you gon' see. Yeah, ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the open waters, I've been swimming deep. I've been lurking hard, I've been on the creek. Yeah, fuck around and you gon' see. Ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the open waters, I've been lurking deep. I've been swimming hard. You know, so fuck, I lost my train of thought on that one moment. Yeah, ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the open waters, I've been swimming deep. I've been lurking hard, I've been on the creek. Woo! So on the open waters, I've been lurking deep. I've been working hard, I've been on the creek. You know, it's like on the open sea. So ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the open waters, I've been She's just so layered. I gotta go through it. On the open waters, I've been swimming deep. I've been lurking hard. I'm on the creep. Ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the open waters, I've been swimming deep. I've been lurking hard. I've been on the creep. So, ahoy, matey, I'm away at sea. On the sea of the dark night of the soul. Also, open sea for like NFTs and Web3 shit. I want to tie it in there. Yeah, so just going through the dark night of the soul, lurking hard, on the creep, following your inner light, following the heart. And here we go. Gray hairs, I've been losing sleep. I've been falling out like vasectomies. I've been cooking up with those recipes. Yeah. All right. I've been graying hairs, I've been losing sleep, right? So gray hair, bow, I've been graying hairs, I've been losing sleep. Grinding, up at night with the star. Word the Beamer boy, got me blessed, you see. Shout out to Beamer boy, man. If any of y'all in the Web3 shit, y'all know Beamer. He's always, man, blessings on blessings on blessings, giving blessings. So word the Beamer boy, man, got me blessed, you see. Shout out to him, man, giving love. Talented musician himself. Go check him out. Yeah, you can find him, Killadelic Funk, Shout out to Beamer boy, man. Let's go. On the creek, I've been graying hairs, I've been losing sleep. I've been falling out like vasectomies. I've been cooking up with those recipes. Word the Beamer boy, got me blessed to see. Yeah. From the south, so balling out like vasectomies, of course, balling out vasectomies, getting your ball taken out. Bow, and in the Orphic egg here, we got it in this picture. You consider that balling out too. Taking you see the spermatozoa there, and he's looking at the Orphic egg, and actually the hermit is a symbol of the spermatozoa. So he's been balling out, literally, sperm out of the ball, balling out. And Beamer boy, like I said, man, he go on X Spaces or Twitter Spaces, and he'll always get in there, and he said, blessing on blessing on blessings, man, so salute. Fuck your house, taste and pill, black as hell, pay me now, wish me well. This is central to the comment from the south, in your house. Fuck your house, taste and pill, black as hell, pay me now, wish me well. This is central to the comedy like Dante and Inferno. Had to fortify the fortress like we living in Livorno. Woo! This is essential to the comedy like Dante and Inferno. All right. Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy, okay, a classic. So this is central to the comedy, just like Dante in Inferno, going through Inferno, and had to fortify the fortress like we live in Livorno. So Livorno is a part of Italy. It was very fortified and built up. I believe the Medici family was there as well. It's like a center of like trade and commerce and stuff. So it's like, once again, replicating like Web3, where we're all coming to these big artistic creators and these financial backers and things. It's like we're building up our own Livorno, had to fortify the fortress like we living in Livorno, fortify Web3 Studios like we live in Livorno. And yeah, let's keep going. Dante and Inferno had to fortify the fortress like we living in Livorno. Hey Livorno, Capricorno, think I'm coded, you could quote it, oh yes, quote it, like my quota, hit this quota, okay, hold up. Hold my scrotum, feel like over, taking over, this cigar, got a pad with Doja in a single mind, it's like a protozoa. Okay, let's break that down. In Livorno, Capricorno, think I'm goated, you could quote it, oh yes, quote it, like my quota, hit this quota, okay, hold up, bend that quota, hold my scrotum. Sheesh. Hey, hold up, bend that quota, quote it, you could quote it, oh yes, in Livorno, Capricorno, think I'm goated, you could quote it, oh yes, quote it, like my quota, hit this quota, okay, hold up. Okay, in Livorno, Capricorno, think I'm goated. So Capricorn is a sign of the sea goat in astrology. So I'm in Livorno. Capricorno, I think I'm Capricorn. I think I'm a goated. I think I'm a sea goat, right? Okay, sea. Also, Saturn is the either ruling planet or benefit planet, one of the two. I forget. But anyway, Saturn, the goat. So tying that all in there, and let's keep going. In that corner, hold my scrotum, feel like over, taking over. This cigar got a pad with Doja in this quota. Okay, hold up, in that corner. No Capricorn, don't think I'm goated. You could quote it, oh yes, quote it, like my quota, hit this quota. Okay, hold up. So, oh yes, quote it, like my quota, hit this quota. Okay, so you can quote my lyrics. Okay, hold up, like this quota, you can quote it, like my quota, hit this quota, so I'm hitting my quota, like this quota, right? Quota sack a tree. While we get into it. In that corner, hold my scrotum, feel like over, taking over. This cigar got a pad with Doja in a single mind, it's like a protozoa. Woo! Bend that corner, feel like Hova, taking over. This cigar got a pad with Doja in a single mind, it's like a protozoa. Woo! Okay, hold up, bend that corner, feel like Hova. So feel like Hov, like Jay-Z, he's called Hova. taking over. So his album, The Takeover, his classic album, The Takeover, and then where Jay-Z on the image, Jay-Z sitting on the desk, on the pool table rather, he's got the big old cigar in his mouth, and you know, it's like his foot soldiers lined up there. He got the shit on there. So classic, man. I feel like Hova taking over. Big cigar, got it paired with Doja, and Single Minded's like a protozoa. You know, so another round of Doja, Tree Right, and also, but another thing in there, feel like Hova, you know, Jay got his name Jehovah from Jehovah, right? So I feel like Jehovah taking over. Big cigar got it paired with Doja, the burning bush, and a single mind, right? So single minded like God, like a protozoa, right? Like a protozoa, you know, there's like the single cell bacteria, right? So dense. I don't even know. I'm just weaving it in.
So I'm feeling parasitic on the heat in that corner. Hold my scrotum, feel like Hova, taking over. Big cigar, got it paired with Doja, and a single mind, just like a protozoa. Protozoa, feeling parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. I just Babylon, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it.
Woo! Protozoa feeling parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. I just babble on, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it. Sheesh. Okay, so protozoas are often parasites. Protozoa feeling parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. There's a PlayStation 1 game. I never played it, but I read many of the magazines, and it just scarred me enough, so I never wanted to jump into it. I never got demoed this or nothing. There's a PlayStation 1 game called Parasite Eve, so I'm tying that in there once again. Protozoa, you know, feeling parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. So then I'm tying in Eve with Adam and Eve in the garden on the eve of Adam, meaning a new earth, a new man, a new creation, right? On the eve of Adam, just to get specific. Sheesh, you packing it in here now.
So I'm feeling parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. I just Babylon, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it.
Yeah, I just babble on, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it. Okay, so the richest man and protozoa being parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. I just babble on, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it. So Babylon, right, like Babylon. So I'll just babble on, speaking parables like Christ and many other, spiritual masters have done, and also like rappers do, right? So like, you know, Jay-Z has Babylon, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it. The richest man in Babylon, or the richest niggas, right? The Black Kings. So this is like, you know, I'm layering it all in here, and it's like, you know, once again tying it back to Jay-Z and mastery, and just, you know, kind of the path of the master, and just Babylon, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it. You know, what else can you do? Let's keep going.
So I'm feeling parasitic on the eve of Adam, just to get specific. I just Babylon, speaking parables, I'm the richest niggas, that was all up in it.
Also Babylon, like babies babble, children babble. So once again, tie back to Horus and the era of the crown and conquering child, and babbling in parables. You know, once again, Jesus often only spoke in parables, a cryptic way to hide things. So something in there.
Minding all my business and records Guinness. I'm a one-on-one, you a one of many. I've been going hard, I've been grinding plenty. I've been going cause that was all up in it. Minding all my business and records Guinness. I'm a one-on-one, you a one of many. I've been going hard, I've been grinding plenty. I've been
going off like that late utility. Woo! Sheesh. Minding all my business and records Guinness. I'm a one-on-one, you a one of many. I've been going hard, I've been grinding plenty. I've been going off like that late utility. You know, minding all my business, setting records Guinness. So I'm minding my business, minding the Web3 stuff, minding business stuff. I'm setting records Guinness Book of World Records. And I know I'm a business, setting records Guinness. I'm a one of one, you a one of many. So in the Web3 NFT shit, you know, you got your one-on-one collections. It's like if you did a one-off like we did for some of the singles on this, it's just like literally a one digital collectible, one thing, like this one pen. Okay, so one-on-one. Pretend there's a one-on-one. Okay. It's the only way it is. Like me, one-on-one. You know, there's never gonna be another, just like you. And so I'm one-on-one. They are one of many. You know, speaking to like the other rappers, stuff out here, talking about the same shit. Literally, it's different words, same shit. So there's no difference. So one-on-one, you're one of many. An NFT collection, you can also have one of many. Like once again, the Bored Apes or CryptoPunks, or some of our collections, the TCG cards. Or even some of the additions we did, the music videos. There's many of them, right? So a little play on words with the Web3 NFT shit in there, you know how to do it.
I've been going hard, I've been grinding plenty.
I've been going off like that late utility. Woo! Yeah, I've been going hard, I've been grinding plenty. I've been going off like that late utility. If you ever had a utility go off on you because you could pay the bill or it was late or something, man, you know the pain that is. So it's like a simple bar, but I wanted to really like, I've been going off like that, like, you know, like a power going out in the winter type shit.
Sacking dope boy, yeah, the Pillsbury. Fuck the function, the function twisted with a short temper and a long memory. Longevity, big grinding plenty. I've been going Speak soliloquy on delivery.
Yeah.
Second dope boy, yeah, the Pillsbury. Fuck the function at the function, twisted with a short temper and a long memory.
Woo! Run that back.
Speak soliloquy on delivery. Second dope boy, yeah, the Pillsbury. Fuck the function at the function, twisted with a short temper and a long memory.
Yeah, man. Speak soliloquy on delivery. Soliloquies, the name of this podcast, right? That's kind of where I got that name from, is Soliloquies. I speak soliloquies on delivery. Stacking Doughboy, yeah, the Pillsbury, right? So Pillsbury, Doughboy, come on, man. Fuck the function at the function, twisted with a short temper and a long memory. Woo!
Boy, yeah, the Pillsbury. Fuck the function at the function, twisted with a short temper and a long memory.
Yeah.
Longevity, big energy.
Yeah.
Start the day with the pair serenity.
Yeah.
Take the hustle and the flow like a Terrence Howard or that John Kennedy.
Yeah, longevity, big energy. Start the day with the pure serenity. Addicted to the hustle and the flow like I'm Terrence Howard at John Kennedy. So once again, longevity, big energy, long life, mastership, big energy that comes from mastery. Longevity, big energy. Start the day with the prayer serenity. Powerful prayer used by AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, which is Carl Jung and his studies of synchronicities. Also heavily influenced that program, and they built a lot of stuff from him actually. And Paris Serenity is beautiful. I don't want to butcher it. Once again, paraphrase. It's like something along the lines of, Father, grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, and grant me strength, courage to change the things I can change, and the wisdom to know the difference, right? So such a beautiful prayer, and you can see how, by starting the day that way, every day, you may be able to build up such a consciousness of mind and attitude about yourself that you reach an age of mastery, such as the hermit, right? To the hustle and the flow like I'm Terrence Howard or that John Kennedy. Man, hustle and flow. And I also didn't know this year, I recorded this before it came out, but there was a viral video about Terrence Howard coming out talking about how he didn't make any money off hustle and flow for the publishing on the music and stuff. So that was perfect. Addicted to the hustle and the flow like I'm Terrence Howard at John Kennedy. Obviously, John Kennedy, previous president of the United States. And now we've got Robert F. Kennedy Jr., his nephew, essentially running. So once again, I didn't connect it to when it happened. I didn't even know he was running. I found out much later. So another little synchronicity there. Let's keep going.
Longevity, big energy. Start the day with the prayer serenity. Take the hustle and the flow like a Terrence Howard or that John Kennedy. John Kennedy, real conflicted, got me writing poems like it wasn't fitness, like I was inspired by the Kona. How to keep the real fire, my damn ninjas.
Woo! Yeah, man. So, John Kennedy, real conflicted, got me writing poems like it was Invictus, like I was inspired by the Kona. How to keep the will of fire with my damn ninjas. John Kennedy, real conflicted. Obviously, his presidency in American history, being assassinated and all of the conflicts he was in with the military-industrial complex from, Bay of Pigs and Cuba and, Vietnam and the Cold War, just everything, just real conflicted. And, and still working to also conflicted at home in the civil rights movement with Dr. Martin Luther King at that time, Malcolm X, and there's a lot going on. He was very conflicted, very young president, ultimately ended in, assassination. And like I was inspired by the Konoha to keep the will of fire with my damn ninjas, right? So Konoha, once again, going back to Naruto, the village hidden in the leaves. And, they had lots of tragedy in the village. Got destroyed, got attacked. The third Hokage died, got attacked by Orochimaru there, but he was, once again, it's like the hermit, right? He was ready to go when the time came. He was zooted up. It was show of force, And but every time the village got destroyed or they got attacked or somebody betrayed them or whatever, they kept the will of fire, Konoha, and they always rebuilt and always kept going. So the will of fire here, Horus, Haru being the god of force and fire. I was inspired by those stories to keep the will of fire. I like to Konoha my damn ninjas. People supporting me, man, throughout the years, keeping the music going through hard times, staying motivated, staying inspired. And also, that connection I made, I maybe would have changed some of the lyrics on some of the bars, but John Kennedy, he was also inspired by Camelot, or the vision of Camelot, right? Knights of the Round Table. And when he's assassinated, of course, and there's his gravesite there, or the memorial, at least the eternal flame, so I was inspired by the Konoha to Camelot to keep the will of fire with my damn ninjas. So salute, man. Salute to the legends and the peacemakers of the world.
Take the hustle and the flow like a Terrence Howard or that John Kennedy. John Kennedy, real conflicted, got me writing poems like it was was in fitness like I was inspired by the Kona. How to keep the wheel of fire, my damn ninjas.
Woo! Yeah. Hey. Hey. Like I was inspired by the Kona. How to keep the wheel of fire, my damn ninjas. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So, looking through my notes here, put the function at the function twisted with a short temper and a long memory. Once again, the function twisted, the caduceus, the staff, right, as we've spoken of before, coming from, old school and other tracks, but I want to throw it in there. But yeah, ultimately, death is the ultimate transformation of life. So this is a song of like reaching the hermitage stage, the mastery. 9 is like the summit of what we are supposed to be able to attain. It's human mastery. And so this track, just the way I was blending between the words and like the rock flows, and it was harder on my voice to do this track, but came out fucking perfect, man, and is a perfect way to cap off this. It's track number 9. So anyway, this has been Soliloquies, an OKC story for track 9, South. Okay, appreciate y'all rocking with me. Hit the link in the bio, link in the description. Run it up, share it with a friend, and we'll be getting into track 10. Only 2 more tracks left. We're getting to track 10, Poolside, Wet Up on the next one. So once again, Lil Vibe here at Web3 Studios. This is Soliloquies, an OKC story detailing my newest album, OKC, with Axel, produced by Axel, featuring additional production audio engineering from RJC Productions and P Status Beats, and this one was South. Peace.